Okay, so now that we understand some of the background on employee appraisals and that process, I'm going to share a personal experience that I have with these. When we were doing research, we noticed that most of these annual appraisals, or the employee appraisals, were annual. So essentially they would work throughout the whole year, and then come December, I'm assuming, they would have annual appraisals. And the problem with that is there is a lot of buildup of problems, and the employees don't change throughout the year, so they don't know what to do better. A personal experience I've had with this is my boss kind of had this experience. He would have built up anger, and employees weren't changing, so there wasn't a whole lot happening. So what he did, he eliminated the annual meetings, and instead he did regular one-on-ones. And basically what this is a miniature employee appraisal. So we do ours weekly, and in that meeting he gives regular feedback, and essentially sometimes there's no feedback, other times there's only one or two things. So for example, say he gave me an assignment to call one of our dealers, and I forgot to do that. Rather than letting that build up, that anger build up, he would just tell me in our weekly one-on-one, and then he gets quicker change out of me, which is ideal. And then, number two, like I said before, he doesn't wait to provide feedback. And this also benefits the employee, because the employee isn't misled thinking, oh, the employer's happy with me throughout the whole year, and then they get into the employee appraisal and they realize that there's things they could have been working on this whole time, and their boss isn't happy with it. So as a manager, don't wait to give feedback. I think it's crucial that you do this. It builds trust with the employees, and there's less hurt pride. And that kind of helps the employee feel like you're actually invested in them improving rather than investing in them just to help yourself. And the last thing is to give sincere praise. So why would you want to give sincere praise? I think sometimes as a manager, when you're about to deliver some hard news, maybe you're about to give them some feedback, and you're afraid of how they'll take it. So you give them somewhat inflated praise that you don't actually mean. And that's harmful because it actually destroys trust between you and your employees. So what you should do is give sincere praise when it's due. Like I said, that builds trust. That will motivate your employees even more. And it will show them that you are a good leader, and it will also help them become better leaders as well, which is essentially your job as a manager. You want to help the people below you become a leader. And giving them sincere praise, they'll see that example, and they'll do that same thing for their team. So, in summary, rather than doing an annual appraisal and not doing anything in between, try to focus on having regular one-on-ones weekly. If not weekly, you could do bi-weekly. This is to avoid less hurt pride. It's also to avoid built-up feelings. And your employees, I guarantee you, will be more receptive to it, and they'll expect it even more, and they'll want to grow. And then lastly, give sincere praise. This will build trust, this will motivate your employees, and it will also help them develop leadership. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully in the future this will help you in your one-on-ones and in your employee appraisals. Thanks.